Shift is on against him. Oh, the first pitch drills him. Castellanos gives a stare, and he'll be granted first base.
Yachty keeping the peace out there, explaining what happened.
First pitch away, squirts loose. Castellanos storms home. The shovel, he's safe. And Castellanos right in the face of Woodford, and now the bench is empty. This divisional rivalry game, Castellanos took exception to getting hit by a pitch. And Woodford being held back by his teammates as he repeatedly points at Castellanos. Now the bullpens emerge. Everyone spilling out, enjoying. Thankfully, seemingly no punches thrown yet, but the emotions continue to ratchet. The crowd all stands. Castellanos had offered the baseball back to Woodford when he was hit. 2 outs, bases empty. And he storms home on the pitch off target that was in and out of the glove of Molina. And he barked right in Woodford's face.
Well, John, it is an emotional game, and I mentioned stealing second base and stealing third base so that you can score. Castellanos is thinking, yes, you hit me, I need to score, and that's exactly what you saw on the pass ball. He slid head first. He gets into the plate, and hopefully we can see a replay of what happens at the dish, but I'm going to assume he's yelling, let's go. You can see right there, head first slide, guys on his back, let's go. And then the melee, he's walking away. Castellanos, he's walking away. He said what he had to do. He scored. And everyone is reacting to him. You see the pass ball once again. Good secondary lead off third base. Head first slide. Well, it looks like he directed it. He directed something towards the pitcher, but he scored. Did what he had to do.
Here's Rio Ruiz. Ooh, got him.
Got him. Way inside.
Let's hope he's all right.
Up on the forearm somewhere. Yeah, the two-seam fastball, lefty to lefty, very effective. Yep, that's the underside of that back arm.
Brandon Hyde has just been tossed. He's just been tossed as he stands on that first base line.
He didn't swing at that ball, trying to get out of the way. Well, you know what? Now that I go back and look at it.
Close, right?
Yeah, he did swing. I think, you know, Brandon, he's just defended his play.
A lot of feet. Charlie's gonna
Charlie could get run. He's got to be careful. Yep, he just got run. You'd see it coming, and this goes back to his previous at bat. And now, a lot of times a manager feels obligated to hang around long enough to get run when one of their stars get run.
Here's his pitch on the Subaru strike zone. Right on the edge, Buster sticks it. Charlie's just had enough of May behind home plate. Very animated. Told him you can't call it up here and down there.
That is strike 3. Machado knew it. And out of a major jam is Martin. The Padres add a run, take a 7-4 lead to the bottom of the 8th.
Still in the dugout. He won't be there much longer because after that called third strike, he was ejected from the game. And here's why. First of all, that is a strike. No two ways about it. Frustration there on the part of Manny Machado. And then he throws his bat, which is kind of an automatic, especially if you're looking back toward the umpire in his direction. Whether you said something or not, that is going to get you tossed every time. Quite honestly, I take that back. That's when he got thrown out. I thought he got thrown out for throwing the bat because I saw the home plate umpire point to the bat, but then Manny said something to him after the fact. I missed that part.
One gun, base is empty now for David Fletcher. David hit a fly ball the other way to right field to open the ball game tonight. Still has not swung and missed since striking out on a Dallas Keuchel sinker on Friday. Here comes Joe now. Did somebody get tossed?
I thought Joe might have. He had a few choice words, and I think Jerry Lane might have threw at Joe.
I'm not sure how much of a case you can make for yourself with the mask. Joe's doing his best. I mean, there must have been some dugout chirping that we're not privy to that led to that, if in fact Joe's been run.
There was.
Okay.
Between Joe and Jerry. And these two go back many years. It's a long walk.
I bet he's got to go back to the tent.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, there's not even a proper clubhouse for him to stew in.
This might take a while for him to get there as well, just to make sure they're really upset about it as well.
I don't feel like Joe got his money's worth there. I mean, he could be in the car and be home in an hour.
And he's hit by the pitch to load the bases. Tommy Hotovy. Come out. Yep.
The other thing was Jacob Stalling said he was a little nervous about facing him. Same can be said for Williams facing Stallings. Already has a hit and a walk this afternoon. And the other thing, and I want to put this out there, another thing he wants to follow up is the traffic situation on 79 and 279. Up, guys.
Uh-oh. Somebody just got tossed. Greg Gibson just tossed somebody from the Cub dugout because Bryant was hit by the pitch and he was going out. Looked like he was going to go out and warn both benches, and he told the Cub bench to be quiet. Now he will warn them. He doesn't want anybody coming out, but David Ross, I think, is going to get his money's worth.
I think Ross.
Greg Gibson, look at that.
Ross must still be in the game, because if Ross isn't in the game, there's no doubt he's going out there to argue. Ross got stopped because I guess he doesn't want to get tossed, but I'm not sure who they tossed, but it wasn't Ross, because there's no way David Ross stops.
No.
In the sixth inning, it might have. And it is a 6-4 ball game. Trammell hitting his second big league home run.
Shoemaker just got tossed.
And I was not aware of any ongoing issues.
I think in the Seager at bat, the fastball up that he thought was a strike, I think that's been bothering him since then. And
at any rate, the big thing is the Mariners are right back in this game thanks to a pair of home runs.
And how big is that Buxton home run now to give him, put him at 6, and Shoemaker's day is going to be done. He's going to steal second, so.
Got a pitch up and got a good pass at it to me. Oh, and now Buxton's hit by a pitch.
And that was a changeup, not a fastball. It's not.
And again, given the, fans don't like it, but my goodness, he's the last guy you'd want to put on first base. Now the umpires are going to confer here, and I would imagine this is a discussion as to whether warnings should be issued in the top of this inning. And now he has been tossed, and Laz Diaz didn't need to do that, in my opinion. Scott Service had turned his back and was walking back to the dugout, and Laz Diaz threw him out.
And I think the reason he got tossed is I believe this is a play you can't come out. It's almost like arguing a balk. You can't come out of the dugout to argue this. This is one of those things that I think, because you see a manager almost get thrown out almost every time this happens. Warnings are issued, and one manager or the other wants to be able to respond. And but I think they're not supposed to come out and actually argue that. So
then throw him out when he steps out of the dugout, not when he's turning his back and walking back there.
I agree with you there.
And that was below the knees, but Barnes stole it.
Phil Cuzzy's going to rip off his mask right after this and go over to the. But he just got tossed.
Yep. Now, Charlie's already been run out of a game once this year, and we're assuming, again, we're not there, and we're assuming it's Buddy and not Charlie. We saw a shot at Charlie. There have been some missed pitches tonight. And you can understand Buddy's frustration. Club has not scored in a couple of games, just 4 runs on this road trip.
And you've been squeezed on yours for your pitcher, and now against your hitters.
Now Cuzzy is wandering over again.
Well, I think somebody else is coming down. Tom Hallion is coming down from his third base perch.
Two men in scoring position. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Don't have to throw to first base because first base was not occupied.
Foul ball. Wait just a second here. He's saying it's a foul ball.
Foul ball. Not even close.
Wow.
Not even close.
Is that brutal?
Oh, they've got to get some help on this. This is not even close.
Did you hear what Jordan Baker said to Alex Cora when he came out? That's 100% me. There's no way they're going to overturn that. That was not even.
No, that was not even in the same area code.
And they're going to call it a foul ball. He was correct when he said that nobody would overturn that.
Alex telling them they all missed it. That's 2 of them today.
The umpire is going. I think he's been kicked out of the game.
Oh yeah, he got heaved.
So Jeffers continues to hit, although he ought to be done.
He says his next plans are taking his kids to and from school.
Jesse Winker irate at the plate. David Bell comes out. Ben May, our home plate umpire, and they're going to conference. Let's take a look at this. Did he get a piece of that ball there? And it does seem to squirt free. I heard something. I think it changes direction there. It looks like it starts to move straighter down. It's a graze. I think he got a piece of it. Out. Well, the ball clearly came free of Perez's glove. The question was, did he make contact and an ejection? Somebody's been ejected from the Reds dugout. Bill Welke, our first base umpire, just gave a heave-ho sign. Is it Winker gathering his stuff?
This is when I missed the camera well.
The merry-go-round will be in motion. Sogard, Arrieta, and Happ all set to run. And Contreras takes it. Did he swing? He did not. Ball 4, and that forces home a run to make it 3-0 Chicago. Well, Walker unhappy about a lot of the calls in that inning, and has a few words over his shoulder for John Lipka on his way out. Well, he's just been thrown out of the game in addition to being pulled out of the game. Lipka throws out Walker. We'll be right back. And Michael takes strike 3 called. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone. And that time Brothers got the call, and there are 2 men down.
Raised it just a bit here and got the call from Lipka. 4-seamer. and lifted by Contreras.
Well, somebody just got ejected in the Mets dugout. Taijuan Walker got ejected earlier, arguing balls and strikes as he was being taken out of the game. And I don't know who just got the heave-ho, but some other Met is going to be watching from the clubhouse. I don't know if it was Louis or if it was somebody else. Of course, we're watching from Flushing, so it's hard for us to be able to tell.
Joe's going to bully Luis out of there.
Ball 1. Strike call. Profar is hot.
That was a really good pitch. Got to be careful now. I know emotions are running a little hot right here, but that's a good pitch.
Chase Tingler coming out and Hallion telling him to go away. And he's tossing him. Chase Tingler has been ejected from this game. Card off to Skip Schumacher and take it to the clubhouse. Jurickson Profar with nobody out, 1st and 3rd.
First one of Marisnik is a strike. Wow.
Yeah, Rossi.
David Ross just got thrown out.
Well, he just walked a guy, and that would have been ball 1, and the anxiety level would have ramped up for Hader. And his guy's fighting for every pitch, and he let Corey Blazer hear it. Man, that's about as egregious as we've seen this year.
Oh, in the helmet, oh goodness. India's hand immediately to his face. Tomas Vera out to check on India. I'm all right, he says. Where did that get him, on the ear flap?
Yeah, I think it did. His hand went immediately to his face and then looked at it to see if it was bleeding. So it probably didn't get him on top of the helmet. He came up angry, obviously, and it was a quick reaction. Flaherty, you could tell by the reaction after he threw that pitch and got away, that completely unintentional. I'm wondering if they may have given a...
they just pointed. I think that was a warning.
And, of course, no manager wants that warning given because, you know, David Bell's angry, and he's just got tossed. Because he said, how can you give them a warning and don't give us a chance to do anything about it? He's probably arguing that if you're going to give a warning, you ought to throw the pitcher out of the ball game for coming up and in.
That one is lined and a base hit down the left field line. Hayes fields, 2-run score. Judge is going for 3rd. The throw is in time. Final out of the inning as Judge was going to 3rd and Hayes makes the throw.
Well, the play's right in front of you. It was a changeup. Gio's all over it, and Aaron Judge runs out of the inning.
Does the run score? Now Aaron Boone just got thrown out. Now, do you think that they said that the run didn't score? Is that why he's that chap?
That would explain things, yes. Obviously, we're here in the Bronx in New York, so we're on the same level as you at home trying to figure this out. But
fact that he is so upset suggests to me that you're exactly right, Michael, that an incorrect call was made, because that run did score before the play at third was made.
Maybe they didn't allow him to challenge. He said that the time had elapsed, which I don't understand. Another pitch had not been thrown. So we'll dig deeper into this. I think that's what it is. The 2 runs did score.
Kemp goes after the first pitch, skies one. That's Joey Wendell, and it falls. Who's covering third? Nobody. Doesn't matter with 2 outs. Elvis Andrus trying to score, and he's out. Very close play at the plate. So Andrus running all the way with 2 outs, trying to steal a run for the A's. So the A's are checking with the video room. Big call here. So it looks like they may want to look at it. Here's the play. It's the umpire, Sean Barber, who was looking right at it. Or made the call are the 2 umpires that get on the headset.
Well, and right there, you can see the hand, you can see the tag applied from this one angle alone, and this is where folks have questions.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
That is absolutely atrocious.
I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing to say.
I mean, this replay has really become a joke.
It absolutely is.
I mean, it's a joke. I don't know what's going on in that room back in New York, but it's becoming embarrassing.
Well, and the problem here is you've got Adrian Johnson emphatically screaming at Bob Melvin, who's doing everything he can.
It's embarrassing, folks. Embarrassing.
Squaring early. Did he bunt through it or not? They're asking. He did not. And now that's really got the Brewers fired up. Boy, Artie Foster making no friends in that Brewers dugout right now in the clubhouse. And it may be coming right now. He's got the finger pointing and the ejection, and now Pat Murphy is the one who is thrown out. The bench coach, Craig Counsell, trying to keep him from being suspended. There is policy in place with the COVID protocols about arguing like this, and Pat Murphy is breaking every single one of them. Normally it's the bench coach pulling the manager away, but with this particular relationship, Counsell trying to pull back his mentor, guy he played for in college at Notre Dame, longtime bench coach Pat Murphy. You could feel that coming.
Yeah, and I mean, Artie Foster's had a tough afternoon to this point.
I mean, you tell me, Singy, you think he's pulling the bat back right here?
No, I think he's was trying to bunt at it in a bad position. Not pulling the bunt back, just bad technique.
Oh, and he hits Didi Gregorius now, and Didi goes down. $97 to Bryce Harper.
This is what's going to suck. They're going to warn both teams now, probably. It's the big leagues. If your command's that dang bad, get out. Go somewhere else. Hey, see Andrew saying something to him. I don't blame him.
That was 95 to Didi
pitches,
Gregorius.
one in the face, one in the back. Yeah, now warn both teams so we can't hit anyone.
But, yep.
There's the warnings.
Yes, of course.
And Joe is not happy about that. So
Yeah,
he's out of the game. Of course that would happen. He's right, too. Joe threw him out first, and then James Hoy.
Let him voice his opinion. He has every right to. Don't walk him back to the dugout.
And then Joe yelling at Genesis Cabrera. Mike Schilt yelling too. John, you're aware of this more than anybody else. I mean, that's 95, 97 miles an hour.
2 pitches.
2 pitches. Oh.
And look, they might not be intentional, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
You should be better than that.
Arenado hit by the pitch.
You knew that was coming eventually.
Now the umpires will come together.
That's the other reason why I don't like the can't break up the double play rule either, because I mean there's no secret to that.
There's some barking there from the Cardinal dugout. Now Mike Schilt will be ejected and has been. Well, you're Hector Neris. You're saying, okay, would I rather pitch to Nolan Arenado with nobody on, or get a little retribution and deal with Tyler O'Neill?
I know I'd want to be protected.
6th career ejection, first of the season for Mike Schilt.
Evans will get an at bat here.
So it's about your only chance.
Put 98 on the inner edge. That's pretty tough.
Yeah, that's hard to get out of there.
And Phillip Evans coming back to talk to James Hoy, and his manager trying to save him an ejection. And Joey Cora rushing to his aid as well. Now Schulte talking it with the crew chief here on the first game of this series. What are they talking about, Rock?
Well, Schulte is probably not arguing the call. He's arguing, why did you throw out Phillip Evans? I mean, what did he say? What did he do so bad that you're throwing him out of the game? It's, you know, he's protected Phillip Evans. I mean, sure, Phillip Evans is unhappy with the call.
Okay, I'm cutting into this meandering monologue. First of all, if you want to trust the computer, the pitch is a strike. Do you like the computer or not? Second of all, Evans goes straight at the umpire. The rule states players leaving their position on the field to argue balls and strikes will not be permitted. The interpretation of this rule is the position is the batter's box. The batter is supposed to go straight from the batter's box back to the dugout, and you see that the batter here clearly goes straight to the umpire, leaving the position. The umpire probably says, what? And then the batter is walking away. As I said in another video, it's a favorite tactic to look innocent. Go to the umpire, and then when you're done making your point, well, you're not done yet, walk away, turn your head, say whatever the heck you want, and then when the umpire throws you out, it looks like the umpire's being the aggressor.
Out to center. He's always ready to swing on that first one. And Feyereisen misses with a slider. Down in order. Tied him up. That's a swinging strike. Unable to check his swing. That's got Taylor upset. And now Dave Roberts.
He's had enough. He'll get run here. I think that's by design.
Angel Hernandez calmly puts his mask on, as does Roberts.
Well, Feyereisen gave him the changeup. You were talking about changeups to right-handers. So Angel Hernandez is giving a little leash here, isn't he?
I think Roberts.
I mean, he went out there with the idea to get thrown out. I got to believe. I mean, it's the only reason why you'd storm out of the dugout like that. Angel Hernandez allowing him to say his piece. Good for him.
I'm not sure. I think Roberts got tossed quickly.
Oh, did he?
I think so. There's the
I mean, usually
I think it was a quick hook and then he ran out. Yeah, I think he got thrown out before he ran out.
Yeah, okay. He busted out of the dugout. I was surprised I didn't see the old heave-ho.